Hello everyone. This week for week 4 we were tasked with locating and utilizing the Oxford Scholarship online database and the Project Muse database. And we were to explore these databases for sources that could be used to support our preferred research plan that we've been discussing throughout these past few videos. My research plan that I've been looking into is discussing the topography and fortifications used by British and American forces during the American Revolution. And throughout this week, looking through these different databases, personally for me and my topic, I found that the Project Muse database was actually a little bit more user-friendly and provided me with better resources quicker. It felt like I had to do a lot more digging going through the Oxford Scholarship online database, and it took me much longer to find a source that contained my specific topic within it that I could utilize for this. I did find 2 sources from Project Muse. The first source is the Saratoga Campaign, Uncovering and Embattled Landscape, and this was written by Griswold and Linebaugh, and they utilized this to discuss how inclement weather impacted both the British and the American forces surrounding the Battle of Saratoga and the Saratoga Campaign. And they discuss how topography makes a huge impact, and one of the aspects of topography that I had not previously thought about was that of geology, the makeup of the soil. Is it rocky? Is it muddy? How is it made up? And they discuss how that topography, that type of geology, really affects the troops and the forces as they're trying to move. If there's lots of large boulders or loose gravel, or it's deep mud, those different types of things affect the efficiency that the forces can move with. The second source that I found on Project Muse is a book. It's called A Game of Hare and Hounds, an operational level command study of the Guilford Courthouse Campaign, 18 January to 15 March 1781. And this was written by Skinner, and Skinner offers an in-depth analysis of various facets of the Guilford Courthouse Campaign. Skinner discusses in detail weather and how weather had a huge impact on not just the American forces but also the British forces, and both sides would have designated sentries to go out and just look at the weather to see if the clouds were rolling in, to see if there was a storm coming in off the distance. They didn't have radars back then to be able to know that there was a huge storm coming. They had to keep a constant watch, because if you were trying to launch an offensive attack, you needed to make sure you knew that you were going to have good weather for it, because if all of a sudden there's a downpour and the river starts swelling, it introduces an enormous amount of unforeseen circumstances. The source that I found from Oxford Academic was Renegade Revolutionary, The Life of General Charles Lee. And this discusses Charles Lee, his contribution and role in the American Revolution. Lee was a big advocate for fortifications and entrenchments, and throughout the American Revolution he would oversee the installation and construction and engineering of multiple different fortifications built to his specifications. And these fortifications would be placed in strategic locations based on topography, based on the makeup of the land, to make sure that they were in the most effective position for the American forces. Thank you, and I look forward to talking to you all next week.